Hello good people of YouTube, Mountbatten here, and today I just want to share my thoughts with you guys about the carrier rework. I know this video is a bit late, but I was originally recording this video the day they announced not the day they announced the release, the rework, the day that they released the footage of the rework. I was recording this, but I had a family emergency, and I had to go and drive to the literal other side of my state. That's about a 5-hour drive there, about a 5-hour drive back. And I'm mostly recording these videos on the weekends now, so obviously I don't have a lot of free time during the week to make videos. I have a lot of free time to record, but not a lot of time to edit and upload. So that's why this video's been delayed until this should be coming out Tuesday, which I think is good. It's let the dust kind of settle from the shock of the footage, which I'll have playing on screen right now. It's a big change. This is going to change a lot, in my opinion. I mean, it's a complete rework of the carrier system. It's no longer an RTS type system. You're controlling the squadrons directly, and you can only have one squadron up at a time, and the carriers don't run out of planes anymore. Which I'll go through my concerns about it, and then what I think is good about it, and I go kind of wrap up at the end. So my concerns: one, the carriers don't run out of planes. Now, from what I've heard, it works like the more sorties you go out on, the more times you launch and recover your squadron, and you can only have one squadron out at a time now, the longer the cooldown is to launch another squadron. That's good and all, but with the current state of HE in the game, a lot of ships, after like halfway through the game, they've already lost most of their AA protection. So while the carrier is still able to launch full squadrons, it just takes them a little while to launch and recover. You still have ships that their AA is just gone. Their AA defense is gone. And it's not hard for carriers to just hide during the game, Carriers, they usually just go find a corner somewhere, go sit behind an island, just well behind their lines. And it's not hard for them to just sit there for the duration that it takes for their squadron to recover. It's not hard, so that's a bit of concern. I think having a set limit of planes would, still make the carrier player cautious, because now you have direct control of your squadron. You can even last longer, but you still have only a certain number of planes at your disposal. Which, leading up to this, from all the big channels you heard, the problem with carriers is that they can take out whoever they want. It's just how many planes are they willing to sacrifice. So I don't see how this fixes that problem, because you can still just sacrifice your planes to go after one target over and over and over again. You just have a bit longer in between launching and recovering aircraft. Now, again, we don't know the figures for the cooldown for the launching and recovering yet. This is all still very early. A lot of this could change, and a lot of it probably will change knowing wargaming. So that's my first concern. Second concern is, how is AA going to work now? Because in the footage you can see they're obviously dodging the AA fire. So am I still going to have to depend upon my AI gunners to take care of this? Or is my gunner's accuracy going to improve? Is there going to be a new value for AA accuracy now that, will the American battleships have better AA accuracy than the German ones, and vice versa? So how's this going to work now? Which I'm sure they'll release more information on how the AA is going to work, because obviously the AA is going to have to change if this is how carriers are going to work now, since the planes can dodge the AA fire. That's a second concern. Third concern is, this seems like it's very easy to just focus on one ship. Now, yes, you shouldn't be sailing by yourself, especially in a carrier game, but it looks like it's going to be really easy for you to just pick on one ship the entire time that you're there in the carrier. Which, I mean, if you're choosing to do that, fine. That's how you're playing your carrier. You just want to single out ships, which is how most carriers do it. They single out the ship that's off by itself. And it's one of my lesser concerns, because, this really depends on how the AA is going to work. If I'm out in my Montana myself and I have an AA rating of 100 and a single squadron is coming at me, now, like, in the current state of the game, if I'm in my Montana, I have an AA rating of over 100 on it. If a carrier sends one squadron of torpedoes bombers at me, It's not going to get through. He's going to lose half his planes getting to me, and probably the rest when he's leaving. But if they can dodge the AA fire now, that's going to change a lot. That's why I'm saying if they keep the AA the way it is, and the planes can dodge the AA fire now, it's gonna make it really easy to get through ships who build. Like I have an AA build on my Montana. If they can dodge the AA, that none of that matters because they can just dodge it. So I'm curious to see how that's going to work. Okay, so the positives. One, this is going to increase the carrier population by a lot. It's kind of dumbing down, if you will, the carrier gameplay. Because before, if you played carriers, you had to be like a micro-tasking king or queen. And you had to, where are my fighters at? Where are my torpedo bombers at? Or where's the enemy fighters at? Okay, are they going after my Kerr first? Are they going after my Montana? Are they going after Miami? Do I need some of my fighters over here? You have to keep track of so many things at once, and I think this is going to really open it up to other players. And it looks fun. It looks really, really fun. It looks exciting. It looks cinematic as hell too. Like, oh my god, when the dive bombers just go up like that, and the other planes kind of just peel off. That looks super cinematic. Other good thing, I like how you are controlling an entire squadron, but it looks like when you go into attack, you only get 3 planes to attack, which I think is good because instead of nuking. Because when I first saw this, I'm like, oh my god, he's about to use this entire squadron and drop like freaking 12 torpedoes against one ship. That would have been OP. But since it's just 3 torpedoes, 3 dive bombers, 3 rocket planes, I think those are fighters. I think that's a good thing. And it does force you to keep the rest of your squadron on station longer if you want to attack the ship again, so therefore you can lose planes that way. Finally, for the good thing, I think this is good for the game. It's going to be a nice, refreshing, rejuvenating experience for the game and for the players. And I think that's what the game needs right now, especially with... I wouldn't say it's stagnated. I'm just saying it's getting a bit repetitive with wargaming. Just, oh, here's another HE spamming cruiser line. Oh, here's another HE spamming destroyer line. It's good to bring something new, something... I guess you could say this is revolutionary to the game. Because, the last couple of lines they've released, it's just been the same thing. It's been either an HE spamming destroyer, an HE spamming cruiser. Like, it's time for something different wargaming. And this is something really different. I was shocked when I saw this footage. I'm like, oh my god, it's really a true rework. It's not just a retooling. It's a whole overhaul of the carrier system. And plus, finally, they finally put Graf Zeppelin on sale after the rework because they said they weren't releasing any more carriers until the rework got released. I've been waiting for Graf Zeppelin because it's a carrier with really good secondaries. And again, I am not a carrier player by any way, shape, or form. I am a battleship main. My channel focuses on battleships, so this is just my opinion on this. I might try. Hell, I probably will try carriers out after the rework. Man, there's gonna be so many carrier games after the rework. Holy crap! I just thought about that. Dang. Well, that's my opinion on this. My impressions of it so far. Let me know in the comments down below. Does this excite you? Does this worry you? And some people have said, this is going to ruin the game. If it comes out and it just wrecks the game, they're going to pull it because it's Wargaming is a company. They're not in it to lose money. They're in it to make money. So if this comes out and people just stop playing altogether, don't worry about it. They're going to pull it or they'll rework it in some way, shape, or form. They're not going to leave it to where it just wrecks the game and they start losing money. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. So again, this is my opinion, my reaction to it. So again, let me know in the comments down below. Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? Do you think the old system is better? Do you think this new system is going to be better? And guys, remember, this is all really an early look at it. So I don't think they'll be implementing this until, at maximum, I would say 2 more months because there's a lot of testing that they have to do with this now that they have a working system. So again, we probably won't see this until... I would say, I'm not a community contributor, so I'm not on the inside loop or anything. I would say 3 months, 3 or 4 months, because that's about the time it takes between them announcing something and it getting released. It's about 3 to 4 months. So, again, don't worry about it wrecking the game or anything. I'm pretty sure we're in good hands with this. I'm excited for it, And if you like the video, drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. We're on our way to 500 subscribers, and I'm so excited I'm able to say that now. So, again, thank you all so very much for watching. I'll catch all of you in the next one. I messed up my outro. God dang it.